Hi, good morning. My name is Sarah Burgee, and I am one of the staff coordinators with Aware Senior Care. I'm excited to be presenting this Tuesday's tip on ways to set up a consistent schedule for your loved one. My primary focus with Aware is to create consistent caregiver teams for each one of our clients. In doing so, we aim to meet the needs of each caregiver and each client in relation to a number of important factors. I would like to discuss these factors so that we can set you up for a successful scheduling experience. First, we need to examine the care needs of the client in order to begin finding caregivers with the right skill set to meet those needs. What is the medical condition that care will be focused around? Does your loved one have Alzheimer's or the beginning signs of dementia? Are they coming home from hip surgery? Do they have a lack of mobility? Are they unable to drive? Are they vision impaired or hearing impaired? Or are they prone to falls? We also take a look at the daily tasks that may be needed in order to promote the highest quality of care in regards to the requested services. These tasks may include bathing, grooming, toileting, light housekeeping, meal preparation, transportation services, medication reminders, and companionship. In order to provide the services necessary for the client's care, we need to find the right team of caregivers with the appropriate skill set that matches the client's needs and requests while also matching the caregiver's working availability to the client's requested schedule. After we have collected and considered this information, we are now ready to create a schedule. This blueprint will lay the foundation for consistency in caregivers and consistency in care, which is our primary scheduling goal. As with any foundation, there are key building blocks that will help promote stability and security when it comes to your schedule. Number 1, consistent timeframes. Creating a schedule with consistent timeframes promotes having a consistent caregiver who is readily available for that allotted time. If you schedule rotating timeframes day to day, we will not be able to ensure that the same caregiver will be available each day. This may lead to having multiple caregivers. Number 2, consistent days. An ideal schedule will have the same timeframes on the same days on a week-to-week basis. Number 3, scheduling a minimum schedule of 4 hours every day, 5 days a week. This minimum requirement helps promote consistency in care. In our experience, we have found that creating a schedule of anything less than this promotes inconsistency in caregivers. This is largely in part due to caregivers requesting more hours on a week-to-week basis. Number 4, scheduling one continuous block of time. It is highly more consistent to schedule one continuous block of time as opposed to scheduling 2 blocks of time with a gap in the middle. Let's take a closer look at this. Here's slide number 1. This diagram shows 2 blocks of time with a gap in between 2 separate shifts and displays a very inconsistent caregiver rotation between the hours of 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. The reasons why this is difficult to staff consistently are: number 1, caregivers prefer to work longer hours each day. Number 2, caregivers also prefer to work one consecutive block of time each day and will very rarely choose to work 2 separate blocks of time, even with the same client. Number 3, caregivers have the option to work longer hours with other clients and will generally choose to do so. Number 4, the inconsistency in the caregiver team inhibits a growing relationship between the caregivers and the client. Now here's slide number 2. It shows one continuous block of time. Now this diagram shows a much better scheduling foundation between the very same hours. The reasons why this arrangement leads to a consistent schedule is because it promotes continuity of care and promotes a growing relationship between the caregiver team and the client. Each caregiver is working their preferred schedule on a weekly basis, and the client's needs are being met daily. Our number 1 goal is consistency in care. If we can meet the care needs of your loved one while also meeting the weekly, hourly needs of the caregiver team, we can create the foundation for a successful and consistent schedule. For more Tuesday tips, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook. See you next time.